I've always loved painting. There's something about a physical medium like paint. Putting paint to paper, I don't know, there's nothing like it for me. You know, I started using watercolor out of necessity. I needed something that wasn't messy, something that was quick to dry. What I didn't expect was to fall in love with watercolor. I love that watercolor has this life of its own. Like, you never know what the paint is really gonna do. The way that it's gonna move in the water, or how some paints will break and granulate, and you'll end up with texture from the pigments. I love that. Every time I sit down to paint, it's always a little different. I avoided art adamantly for 7 years. And when I returned to it a few short years ago, it was like I could breathe again. It was like coming back to myself. When I paint, so much of my work is inspired by nature. I like to say that I paint nature with a bit more magic added to it. Nature itself is already magical. It doesn't need my help there, but this is just my interpretation of it. You know, for me, it's about connecting to nature, connecting to the world around me, connecting to others. Moons and astrological themes have always held a heavy part of that inspiration. I've always felt drawn to learn more and explore those themes in my work. Recently, I've been diving into these themes further, really including this in my practice. I'm paying attention to the moon phases and what phase it is when I'm painting, incorporating those themes into my work. I'm also using moon water as my paint water, just to add a bit more magic to it. For me, it's just about deepening that connection, deepening the connection to nature and the magic of it all. It's about magic for me. How can I depict that? How can I make and take the things that we feel, the emotional connections that we have to the things around us, how can I embrace that while also working from my own world, my own dreams, my own ideas? Combining those is where the magic happens. I also really love to see how other people connect with my work. I've heard stories about people connecting, the journey that they're on, and how my art acted as a guide or really influenced a certain part of their own journey. And I love that. It leaves me speechless how many people are impacted by it. Sometimes it's easy to forget that it's not just about my journey, but it's also theirs, and everybody will see what they need to see in it. And I think that's really cool. I think that's a really neat thing. As I'm putting the final touches on my upcoming shop reopening, that's something I'm really thinking about. I'm working on allowing my heart to speak through my work and letting it take on the life that it's supposed to instead of trying to form it into whatever I think it should be, allowing paintings to be what they are. It's not always easy. I'll have predetermined ideas of what I want a piece to look like, but it's always worth it because that's when the magic happens. When I let go, that's when the magic happens. These paintings and many more will be in my upcoming shop opening starting on May 27th, which is 1 week from today. I'm really excited because I'm gonna have original paintings, tons of stickers, and even a lot of prints. In the description below, I've included a link to get yourself on my newsletter. I will be notifying my newsletter first of my opening before I will be releasing it to the public. So make sure that you get on that so that you can hear first. I'd love to hear which pieces you're most excited about. So let me know in the comments below or join the conversation over on Instagram. I spend most of my time there, and I've had some incredible conversations with people about some of these upcoming pieces and the things that they're feeling about it. So join me over there at the Sleepy Pine. Thank you for taking a moment to watch this video, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next one.